talk about our boy here, Brock. Now I'm gonna let you take the lead on this, being that you're a
Yep.
Georgia guy here, man. I'm gonna let you take lead on our boy here, Brock. Now I can only speak on Brock Bowers from my overreached fantasy standpoint that I had invested in Brock Bowers in I picked him second, third round or so. I'll reach for him, man, because I was like, hey, tight end position, a lot of uncertainty there in fantasy. Go ahead and get Brock. Brock's going to give me a certain 1,000 yards for certain, right? I'm going to get 1,000 yards for Brock. I can just go ahead and put this up right now, not to worry about tight end, and instead I worry about tight end quite a bit this past fantasy year, and I didn't see this coming. Now he's been ruled out for the rest of the season as we were
Which is smart.
This show.
Which is smart.
I guess. I mean, you could argue that this could have happened like 8 games into the season, right? You could argue that at 8 games into the season, they just say, you know what, our team is trash. There's no point in you bringing you back, Brock. Let's just sit you down for the other 9 games or so here. But he's one of their best players. I mean, what do you do, Eugene? How do you sit a guy? How do you sit Brock Bowers? I mean, how do you sit him? I don't see really how you do. If he's ready to play, you think he is ready to play. You put him out there, but the nagging injuries, bringing him back too soon, sit him out 2-3 more weeks. It just seems like a year of injuries, man.
Yeah, well, they brought it back too soon. That was
the
first. Yeah, the first thing they brought it back too soon, and then you have the number 1 pick available. Or you are in the driver's seat. So again, they sent Max Crosby home as well. He's not playing last game. There's no reason. There's no reason to bring him back. He's still going to be your number 1, probably one of your top, at least the number 1 tight end next year in the fantasy draft. So I mean, that's still going to happen. I'll probably have a better quarterback to throw to him next year. So if you're fantasy owners, I would still take him in your top tight ends. If I had, take him again, I mean, I'd still take him. It was unfortunate this year. He had that knee injury early. He shouldn't have came back. I think they were trying to get him back because, coaching staff were probably like, hey, we really want to try to they were really, I mean, let's face it. The Vegas was a hot team that everyone was kind of predicting to make that leap, not to like win a division or anything, but to kind of sneak into that, into that wild card. And I think that kind of like crept into the coaching staff. What prompted him probably to come back too early, but I don't blame him. Sit him. There's no reason. There's no reason at all. You play this guy when you have the Heisman winner. Probably going to be, if it's not the Jets or the Raiders getting the number 1 pick, you're picking that guy with your number 1. So why mess yourself up and try to win this game?
My take is not necessarily from a win or lose situation. It's more so from a just Raiders dumpster fire of a season situation.
Well, we can have a whole podcast on that. So let's just
it's just that like, who would have thought that the wheels would have came off this much? Like the wheels, I thought maybe the wheels would have came loose a little bit. You got a new head coach, you got a new quarterback, 2 major changes for your organization. So maybe it's going to be an adjustment period. But you look at this team and the wheels aren't even there. They've come all the way off. They come all the way off. And that, to me, that is, if there's any reason to sit the guy, maybe it's that. Maybe it's just to the point of there is literally nothing better that can happen for our team with this guy playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if we win this game, maybe they get the draft pick, maybe they don't get the draft pick, but win or lose, you add that to the 2 or 3 games that you've won already. What does it matter, man? I mean, I get going out there and playing for pride, but you should only do that if there is 100% or at least minimal risk, very low risk of injury, re-risking of injury, stuff of that. Maybe you got incentives that need to be hit. Maybe there's other reasons you can have the guys out there. And if the guy's 100% healthy, I'm always going to advocate for having a guy out there because the fans pay the money to see the actual players. So they don't want to see them on the bench a lot of times. You want to have them out there at night. I don't necessarily mind him playing at this point in the season. But if there's any thought of risk to him, you know what I mean? If he goes out there and you said he is 88%, whereas that 88% might have you playing on a championship contending team, that 88% would have you sitting if I'm the Raiders. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like with the dumpster fire of this organization. What is the point, Eugene?
Right.
Like what is the point? Like you get to 4 games, maybe?
Right.
Maybe you get to 4 wins. Like it's over, bro. It's over. It's over for you guys. Over season. I don't even know if is it over for Pete? I don't know. Seems like it's over for Gino, right?
It's definitely over for Gino. And then you brought in Chip Kelly, who took the Ohio State Buckeyes to the national championship with his offensive, just genius. We know Chip has not been the greatest coach, but hey, he found his calling. You know what, Chip
was he the coordinator? Was he the offensive coordinator for the?
They hired him as one of the highest offensive coordinators, and the gripe in the building was Carroll was still trying to run the same Seattle basic offense, run, and Chip was like, yeah, but we have to be a little more inventive.
So who was calling the plays? Was there a beef there, or who was calling it? Was Chip calling the plays?
There was a lot of beef there. Yeah, there was a lot of beef there. There was a lot of, and that's why he got dismissed. And again, where Chip will obviously be offense, if it's not in college, or he'll be an offensive coordinator somewhere, because someone's going to realize, oh yeah, this guy was amazing with the Ohio State Buckeyes. They were one of the top teams all year. They all lost to Michigan. Oh, by the way, they won the national championship because of his just understanding of offenses. And again, talk about his head coaching, fine. But the guy knows how to run an offense. And Carroll could not let go of the I'm going to run, which I'm not going to defend Russell Wilson in any of these talks, but that was a big thing where Russell Wilson was like, hey, I can throw the ball. Let's open the offense. And Carroll was like, let's just run. So I think that's, you'll probably see an end of that. You're going to see it in Gino. And again, nothing against Gino, but there was definitely a huge regression on him. Now, is that on Carroll? I don't know, but definitely when you watched him play, there was something going backwards this year with him.
Man, terrible, right? Terrible. And terrible here for Brock. Second season is definitely looking for an increase on that amazing first season that he had. But at this point in time, when you see where the Raiders are going, which is nowhere, then I kind of agree with your lasting point here. Like, what is really? Why have him out there? And maybe this decision should have been made earlier, given the injury, re-injury, the start-stop nature of his participation this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't be wrong, he had one of the best games of a tight end that we've ever seen, right? So I
won my week that week.
Right,
he won me that week,
right?
Yeah, I beat the guy who ended up being the champion. The guy who ended up actually winning the league. He just won this past week. I beat him by 0.5, less than 1 point in that game. Because Brock had 40 something. It took 40 something performance for him. You know what I mean?
Right. And again, I think that's where you have to look for. If you're looking in the future, it's like, man, there's no reason to start him. Right. Year 2, you're gonna pick up the 5th-year option with this guy. There's gonna be no doubter. So just get changeover, get better infrastructure around him, and I think that's going to be where you're like, okay, now I'll definitely pick up Brock Bowers. But you want to make sure, who did bring in quarterback? So you still want to make sure all those things are in place. But yeah, no reason to start him. It's just you're 2 and whatever. So why start a guy? No reason.
Just stats. Check us out. Search iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast, YouTube as well. See you next time, ladies and gents.